Hi everyone, it's Ashton, aka the Outspoken Oracle, and I am back with another tarot reading for you today. Please keep in mind that tarot readings are for entertainment purposes only. Please just think of me as your bestie, here with a little bit of advice, and as with advice from your best friend, you take some, you leave some. Please use your discernment always, only take what resonates with you. All right, so I don't have any messages like ahead of time for you today, but I am gonna just do a little bit of a tough truths tarot reading. See what it is that the message that spirit has for you today in regards for some tough truths that you might need to hear at this moment. So yeah, if I hurt your feelings, then it's because those feelings needed to be hurt right now. All right, let's get started. Angels, guides, ancestors, please assist me with this reading. Please give me some insight into the questions I seek answers to, protecting from any negative entities that might try to interfere on this reading and give me false information. Please speak truth and honesty to me through the cards. Give me insight at the highest good of everyone involved. And as always, thanks for showing up each and every day. Love you so much. All right, Spirit. What are some tough truths that the collective needs to hear at this time, Spirit? What are some tough truths that the collective needs to hear at this time, please, Spirit? Spirit, please give me some insight into the tough truths that the collective needs to hear at this time, please. What is it the collective needs to know at this time, Spirit, in regards to tough truths? Okay, so for starters, these three cards popped out. We've got the Sun, the 10 of Coins, and the 5 of Elixirs. Okay. Okay, so the initial energy that I'm getting right now for you, collective, with the Sun, the 10 of Coins, and the 5 of Elixirs, is that you, like, literally, the tough truth right now is that you literally can have it all. You can have an abundance of happiness. You can really just like stand in the sun and be clear and have your freedom and have what it is that you've always wanted. But in order to do that, you have to be completely honest with yourself about the choices that you have made that have led you to where you are. You can no longer live your life in shame and regret and resentment. You have to acknowledge the things that are killing you, the things that are bad for you, and give them a name and move forward. On these little bottles here, these elixirs, it says cyanide and morphine, and then this is some Fitzpatrick pharmaceuticals. So like just things that are not good for you. So it's like things that are slowly killing you. These are the things that are in your life that you have to acknowledge and like replace them with things that are actually good for you. But in order to get what you want in life, in order to have that freedom and that happiness and feel an abundance of like good around you, you have to acknowledge where you've been placing your energy in your life that is just draining you, that is making you more sick. Because with this 2 of Coins in reverse here, what Spirit is telling me is like, this is where your life is off balance. Until you get your life in balance in these areas where you are leaking your energy, then you're not going to have what you want. You can have everything you want, but you have to be real with yourself about where you are leaking your energy, about where you are, you know, giving energy to that doesn't actually serve you. The people, places, things, all those things in your life that just are not good for you at this time, or that haven't been good for you, just generally speaking. Um, this is where the lack of balance in your life is coming from, and you need to acknowledge it, and you need to, you know, eject it from your life. All right. So with this page of coins in reverse here, the energy that I'm getting is that you are aware of what it is that you have to do, what it is that you have to take care of, but like you are stalling and procrastinating on actually doing the things that you know that you're supposed to be doing at the time in regards to this Five of Elixirs, in regards to getting rid of the things that are slowly killing you out of your life, that are keeping you from your freedom. And that's on you. Once you know better, you have to do better. And right now you are actively choosing not to do better, which is keeping you in this state of unrest, of being unbalanced. But it's your choice. And as much as you want to like look around and blame other people and other things and make excuses or just say, I don't have time and this, that, whatever, it's actually just you that's actively choosing to procrastinate on making these changes. With this Knight of Blades in reverse, yeah, it's telling me that it's giving me self-sabotage vibes. It's like you are self-sabotaging and you're aware that you're self-sabotaging, but at the same time, you're self-sabotaging because you're intentionally trying to slow things down. Because the energy that I'm getting is like you don't want things to get out of control because you are a bit of a control freak. And all of us kind of are on some level, even if we don't think that we are. Even those of us that are a little bit more free-spirited, part of our free-spiritedness is because of a sense of control, when actually those of us that are free spirited actually need to have a little bit more balance and control in our life. But you are afraid of things getting out of control, which is part of the reason why you're procrastinating on this stuff. But it's like things are going to continue to get more out of control the more you procrastinate. So it's like you are feeding into what it is that you're trying to avoid at this time. But it's like, I'm hearing rip it off, like rip the Band-Aid off. Just do it. Like, it's not going to hurt as bad as you think it's going to if you just go through with the motions and do what it is that you need to do at this time. With this Queen of Rods in reverse here, the energy that I'm getting surrounding this is that again, you're keeping yourself stuck because you're procrastinating, but you're also like, it's like you're intentionally choosing to not allow yourself to be fully seen at this time because of your lack of movement in the areas that you need to move in terms of getting rid of the things that are keeping you down. These things, this five of elixirs is like just a testament of the things that are slowing you down, that are making you sick. And it's like you are dulling your own shine by keeping those things in your life. You are intentionally keeping yourself stuck. You are refusing to let yourself be fully seen. And the energy that I'm getting is life has been easier for you to walk through life without people fully acknowledging and seeing you, because you've been afraid that if people fully see you, that they won't accept you. But here's the thing. It's not anybody's responsibility to fully see and accept you for what you are. It's your responsibility to fully see and accept yourself for what and who you are. And with this Three of Rods here, it's telling me that like you can have an appreciation for exactly where you are at this time, for exactly who you are at this time, and take that appreciation for yourself into this next phase of your life. But you have to appreciate yourself for other people to be able to appreciate you. You are afraid of other people seeing you because you can't see and acknowledge yourself. But it's on you to do those things first in order for you to move forward in a life where other people can see you and the work that you're doing and all these other things. But in order for you to be seen, you have to stop making yourself sick. You have to stop slowing yourself down. You have to stop self-sabotaging. All right. With this Seven of Blades energy, part of your problem is that you are the type of person who overthinks how people view you, But in overthinking how people view you, you have been playing a game where you've been adjusting depending on what energy that you're in. You are scheming, planning, adjusting to navigate situations rather than just being yourself and letting the world navigate its way around you. You have always surrendered to what was around you rather than recognizing your power and your ability to affect the energy around you by you showing up as your authentic self. You've always felt like it was your responsibility for you to change to make other people happy rather than thinking that not only can other people change to affect your situation and you being more happy, but that's still not their responsibility to change, but rather everybody can coexist just as they are. And instead, you've been changing to affect other people's situations. But the thing of it is, if you really dig deep and think about it in a real way, if other people are doing what you are doing, then nobody is being real, and people are changing to affect situations that are all illusions that don't actually make any sense to begin with. So if everybody's being fake and everybody is adjusting to people please and make other people happy, then nobody is actually making anybody happy because other people are being inauthentic and are not being themselves to show up in a way that doesn't even matter because nobody is being themselves. And so Spirit's saying, just stop doing it. Be real, be yourself, show up and shine. And know that the world is going to change and it's going to move around you. And if people don't want to be a part of what you have going on, it is okay. Not everybody has to like you. With this Knight of Rods right here, it's telling me like you need to get to that place where you are so passionate about your words, about your actions, about your being. You need to move through life in a passionate way. You need to move through life in a way that gives you excitement, that makes you feel good. And if you are walking around strategizing and being fake, then you're not going to feel good. What's killing you is your own sense of fakeness because you're trying to make other people feel good. And it's not about anybody else. Your life right now, sir, ma'am, is just about you. If you're not making yourself happy by being your authentic self, then nobody is going to make you happy. It is your responsibility to show up for yourself and do what you need to do to make yourself happy in this life. Nobody's going to do it for you. You need to walk through life with an innate, intense sense of passion in your actions, in your movements. Your life is only about you. You are born alone and you die alone. You are the only person who is responsible for yourself in this life. And with this World card in reverse, Spirit's like, this is the lesson that you are not getting through your thick head right now. You are responsible for your own happiness. You're only responsible for your own happiness. So if you're going to live this life impassioned about what it is that you are doing and how you're living. Be proud of yourself. Be bold. Take action that actually makes sense to you. It doesn't have to make sense to anybody else because nobody else is living your life. Nobody else is living your life. You have to learn this lesson. The time is now for you to start making those changes to make the life that you want happen. It doesn't have to make sense to anybody but you. With this Hermit in reverse here, it's telling me you know what it is that you have to do. So it's time to stop hiding. It's time to stop seeking out more information in your little cave alone and stop procrastinating and just do the damn thing because you know exactly where it is that you're going. You know exactly what it is that you need to do. You had enough time to suss over the situation and see what was going on around you. You are being given this opportunity for the Sun and this 10 of coins here. You can be free and happy and abundant, But you have to stop making yourself sick. You got to get rid of the shame. You got to get rid of the regrets. You got to get rid of all these things that are holding you back. With this Four of Blades in reverse, what's not working for you is you are having trouble coming out of this rest and rejuvenation period. It's like every time you take a step out into the world, you're like, oh no, I need to come back. I need to have a little bit more time to rejuvenate. You tiptoe into the world only to come scurrying back into your little cave, back into hermit mode. But it's like you need to boldly take action into the world, into your life, and know that you might make mistakes as you're doing it. Know that you might do things wrong, but at least you're taking action. You don't need to take a step back and think about every single freaking move that you make as you go throughout your life. That's not what this is about. Life is about making mistakes. Life is about learning lessons. Life is about having new experiences. And if you're constantly feeling the need to continue to rest, and you always feel like you need to catch your bearings all the time, then you're not living. You have to boldly step out of that. Let me rejuvenate. Then I can take on life. I need some time to myself. I need some time to do this, that, whatever. It doesn't work like that. With this Page of Rods here, what I'm picking up on is like you have this fear of having a new start because it's unfamiliar. But the thing of it is like, it's okay to be in a learning phase. It's okay to be learning something new, to have this new start. Because this Page of Rods is upright, it's telling me that like, no matter what you do, you're going to be doing it right because you're actually doing something as opposed to just stalling and not doing anything at all, which is your past behavior. That's all you've ever done. You've never actually taken a step forward. You've never taken a leap forward. You've never taken action. But it's on you to take responsibility for what happens next in your life. You can't keep hiding from life because then you are not living. It's time to live. With this Ace of Coins here in reverse, yeah, it's just telling me like you don't get a new start, which without the new start, you don't get to stand in the sun and have your abundance unless you take action, unless you try something new. You can't keep hiding out and returning to your comfort zone, returning to your safe space because life seems like too much for you. If you don't take action, if you don't try something new, you don't get a new start. You're being offered abundance and happiness, but you are choosing your choice. Your choice. You are choosing to continue to make yourself sick, to continue to dull your shine, to continue to just, doing the things that leave you in a constant state of shame and regret because you are self-sabotaging your own life. Yes, you can look over the things in your life that got you to where you are at, but at some point you have to take responsibility for yourself. And if you are not taking responsibility for yourself and changing your actions, then you will never be happy like you want to be. Oh my gosh. Ooh. She's getting impassioned here. I'm like choking on my spit over here. All right. So we've got the Queen of Elixirs here. And what Spirit's telling me about what is working for you is that you have a big heart. You have a big, big heart. And you are kind and intuitive and loving. You know just the words to say to make people feel like they are important. You need to turn all that energy back onto yourself. All that love that you put out into the world, you need to remember to give it to yourself. Give all that love and that grace that you afford other people to yourself at this time. Because that is what will take you far in life, but that's also what's going to make you realize your own worth and your own value. With this Strength in reverse here, I am getting that for you to fully embrace this Queen of Elixirs energy, where you are this loving, intuitive being, you are a little bit fearful of what that will look like in this world. But Spirit's telling you right now, like, let that fear encourage you to go further, because that fear is telling you something. That fear that you're feeling right now about showing up in that way is actually an intuitive hit that that's exactly what you're supposed to be doing. It's showing up as a spark that, like, hey, this feels uncomfortable, but this is actually the path that you're supposed to be going down at this time. With Judgment in reverse right here, I'm getting that you intuitively know. A lot of this is intuition stuff. You intuitively know that if you do not take up the torch and move in the way that you know you are being called to move at this time, that you will be making the wrong decision. So either you have the fear of showing up exactly how you're supposed to be, or you have the fear of making the wrong decision and having to deal with the consequences that come with making the wrong judgment call. And I'm telling you that the wrong judgment call is a lot more painful than showing up as your authentic self. So it's your choice to do what you want to do, but you need to trust your intuition on this and just go forward and be who it is that you're supposed to be, and stop making yourself sick and stop doing the same things over and over again that leave you in this place of shame and regret. I have this Eight of Elixirs in reverse right here. What you're being called to do at this time is to let go of the things that are no longer serving you. Again, you're procrastinating on these things, but I am telling you that if you let go of what is no longer working for you, your life will get exponentially better. And even if you are letting go of things that other people feel like are not, letting go of things that don't make sense to other people, that other people feel upset about, it's not for them to understand. It's only for you to understand. And you know what's not working for you at this time. You know what's draining your energy. You know what makes you feel sick to your stomach. You know what no longer is for you. And so you have to let go. Stop procrastinating on this. Stop putting it off for another day, because it's not what you're supposed to be doing right now. Right now, you are supposed to be fully embracing these next steps in your life, which means that some things cannot come with you. With the High Priestess here, again, this is like double confirmation with this Queen of Elixirs telling me that you know intuitively in your heart of hearts and your souls of souls, you know that this is what you need to be doing right now. So stop procrastinating on it. You can see past the illusions and see where this is taking you if you continue down the same path and continue doing the same things that you've been doing over and over again. You already know. At this point, it's a pattern that you are fully aware of. This is not even you seeing past the veil of illusion. This is literally just you being awake to what's right in front of you. So you know intuitively at this time that you have to choose differently. You cannot keep on doing the same things that have made you sick. That's too many, Spirit. All right, with the Queen of Blades here, Spirit's just telling me that I need to drive this point home. You have to be honest with yourself. You have to be honest with the people around you. You have to demand honest conversations. You have to claim authentic interactions. There's no more lying. There's no more hiding. There's no more lack of truth. There needs to be transparency. Even if you hurt your own feelings, you are doing yourself a favor with your honesty. So it's time to be honest. I'm going to pull a Spirit Animal Oracle card to end this message. Y'all, if this reading has resonated with you, if you could please like, share, comment, subscribe, I would very much appreciate it. All right, so I've got Owl Spirit. You see clearly now, number 43. Oracle message. Owl Spirit arrives to remind you that the wisdom within you is informed by the keen senses and wisdom within the consciousness we all share. Even in the darkest night, the owl sees clearly and is guided by every sense it has, including the first sense of intuition. Right now, your sensitivities are turbocharged and you're receiving messages from all directions. Owl Spirit reminds you to be wise and pay attention to what's between the lines, what is invisible to the naked eye, and what cannot be heard with the ears, and what others may not be able to perceive. With all your senses aroused, you have much knowledge available to you. Clarity will come to you as you sit with all that you are sensing, allowing your intuition to guide you and understanding the whole and not just the parts. Let your wisdom arise and be your guide as you trust the acuity of your senses. Intuition is real and can provide the clarity you need to understand your situation right now. Your relationship, your finances, your job, whatever it is, you can see the truth clearly now. Protection message. Are you feeling overwhelmed and overpowered by all that you are sensing? Are you highly sensitive right now and information overload, feeling too much and taking too much stimulation? The antidote for overwhelm is to become grounded and return to your safe nest so wisdom can offer you clarity and guide you on managing the flow. Take a break to ground yourself in the reality of your everyday senses. Go for a walk in nature. Perhaps you can stop to lie on the ground or hug a tree or just stroll down the street beneath the soothing sky so that you can regroup and clear your energy field. Your wisdom and ability to make sense of all you are feeling and experiencing will return as Owl Spirit reminds you of your need to get clear. All right. So with this, again, going back to like what your intuition is telling you about what it is that you need to get clear on, your intuition is clearly telling you that it's time to let go of certain things right now, if this reading is resonating with you. If you don't know how to let go right now, then take some time to ground yourself so that you can get some guidance on what steps that you need to take to let go. Do whatever it is that you need to do to figure out how to make your next steps, but in figuring that out, trust your intuition and don't stay stagnant in taking action in your life. All right, collective, this is the message that I have for you today. Thank you so much for rocking with me. Please never forget just how divine you are.